Hey Scorpios, this is Sage Wisdom, and I'm here to do your reading for December, or really just anytime you come across this video. Okay, so it's for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You take what resonates and you leave the rest. All right, I'm gonna start with my prayer. Thank you, God, for this opportunity to read for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of Scorpio in terms of love, career, or finance, or whatever wants to come through this for the highest good. Thank you, God, for this opportunity. Ask for white light and love to surround me and surround the collective at this time. Only offered messages for the highest good. All of my ancestors, spirit guides, ask for accuracy and clarity. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. And that should be, let me just check before I start right quick. Thank you guys for joining me, by the way. Just check something just to make sure. Okay. So I'm going to start with the overall energy. And the first card you got, Scorpio, was the You're Not Alone card. So it's talking about isolation and like physical connection, but wanting you to be a part of something, a part of community, a part of a relationship. It's saying that we're not meant to go about our life as human beings being alone. Okay. We're like pack animals. So we all need love. We need company. We need support of other people. And that's not just physically, but emotionally and mentally also. So they need you guys to kind of step outside your comfort zone, step outside your cave, and reach out to those who are in your life that's been placed there to support you during this time. Okay. So that's the energy I'm getting from this card. You guys are kind of isolating yourselves and they want you to be more connected with people and situations at this time. Then you have the portal card. So the portal card is basically talking about doors are opening for you, but you have to decide what it is that you want to do. They're saying that your thoughts are very powerful right now. So whatever you're thinking is like aligning with the universe so that you can manifest. So make sure whatever you're thinking are positive thoughts, and it's thoughts towards what you want in your life that's moving you towards something different than what you already have. The universe is saying whatever it is that you want, the timing is now. So start to try to manifest that type of thing. So visualize what you want, picture what you want, and start to take steps and strides towards moving towards those things. They're saying that there's a lot of big life changes that's here for you, but you make the decision on what the next step is. So it's like the portal has opened, but you have to make a decision to take the step to go to this next phase in your life. And I feel like a lot of you are very hesitant. Like, again, you got the You're Not Alone card. You're kind of in your cave and like reserved and not like wanting to take that step or that leap of faith towards this newness that's here for you. All right. Then you have the I'm sorry card. So the I'm sorry card is basically talking about righting past wrongs. Okay. So look, they're praying, asking for forgiveness from the universe, from God. And they're saying that we're living during a time where people are defensive, or, you know, maybe you get triggered by certain things that come up that really is unhealed emotional stuff from your life. So when this happens, you tend to view things as a personal attack on you. And so rather than looking at it as an opportunity for healing, or peace and unity, is like you're very defensive. So they need you guys to work on that, to release and surrender that energy to the universe so that you can start to heal from past mistakes, past issues. It's saying that to start this process, what you can do is start by saying, I'm sorry. Okay. Saying you're sorry, maybe praying to God, and then like opening your heart at this time. Yeah. They're saying that you guys need to surrender something and release something to the universe so that you can move on past this, like, I'm keeping to myself, I'm not connecting with anybody, something you haven't healed from on an emotional level. And it's like, it's holding you back from opportunities that's here for you. That's what Spirit is saying. But you have to surrender. You have to release your defensiveness in terms of things. When you get triggered, use the opportunity to heal instead of like blaming people or projecting feelings and that type of thing. Okay. So it's about something from your past that you haven't healed from. And it's about righting past wrongs. That's the overall energy. Okay. So the question is, how do you right the past wrongs? The card you have here is acceptance. So it's talking about accepting your current situation for what it is. That's the first step to change. Accepting what is. Accepting your position at this time. You know, the reasons for being in this position. Just accepting the current situation. Because when you deny things, it kind of, you know, you got to be truthful with what is. Accepting the truth. They're saying the past really doesn't exist anymore. Okay, that's just history. And the future hasn't happened. It's only right now. So what's happening right now is what you have to ask yourself. And then once you do that, you got to decide, now, what do I want to do moving forward? So you have to take action. Okay. So come out of this phase of being paralyzed or not moving forward And you have to, and the way you do this is by releasing your burdens. That's what's holding you back, your past burdens, okay? But they're saying this step by step, release one thing at a time, ask for forgiveness, pray, be open and receptive to the lessons that are here instead of viewing them as personal attacks on you. It's not personal attacks, it's that you're being triggered and that's your unhealed energy that's coming up, okay? They're also saying that change is difficult and they don't want you to be afraid to move forward because there's some big changes that's here for you. This portal, this is something big that's about to happen. But you got to come out of this state of being paralyzed, not wanting to move forward. You do that by asking for forgiveness, letting the universe or person know how you feel so you can release some things and you can move forward, okay? This is when you're going to see growth. This is when change and growth is going to come about after you accepted what is, accept your current state, your current position, made a decision about which way you're going to move, which hopefully is forward, Scorpio, okay? And then you have to grow. That means you have to reject stagnancy. So you got to become unstuck. So you got to take action. So when you grow, is not an easy process. You got to expect it to be painful. Like when a little kid is growing, their little muscles and bones are getting bigger, you know, their little muscles hurt. You know what I'm saying? So you can't push against change forever is what they're saying. Okay. It's a natural part of life. So you got to be courageous and allow the situation to bloom into what is blooming into is what spirit is saying. All right. So that's your overall energy, Scorpio. Now the situation basically is you guys are lacking action. You're not taking action. The Ace of Wands. It's like you're kind of stuck. You're not willing to release the past situation. That's Eight of Cups. You're not willing to release on the emotional and mental level of past situations. Like you're still in your head about this past situation that broke your heart. Okay. Some of you is in terms of a long-term commitment. Some of you just in terms of love. But because you're not releasing it, not looking at the lessons, you're not growing. So that's why you guys are still stagnant. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. They're saying to help you through this, listen to music more to help lift your mood, to bring you out of this. And actually just to be honest with yourself. Be honest with where you been, where you at now, and where you want to go. Okay, well, this is where I've been. This is where I'm at now. Now this is where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? And make a practical plan about how you're going to take action and get to the next step. They're saying it's time to take action. They're saying you have to be courageous and you have to do this. That's just the energy. That's just the situation for you guys. You guys are in a situation where you're just stuck because you haven't released something from your past or you haven't healed from something on an emotional level. Now, when I look at the energy around you, you have... Oh, 1 second. Okay. Yeah, you have the Nine of Swords. So you guys have a lot of anxiety around you, and the Page of Pentacles. So you focus on like stress and anxiety, everything that could go wrong is what they're saying. So it's like you're very defensive right now, and you're in this like energy where you're not being truthful with yourself. This is the Moon card. You're not being truthful with yourself about this past situation because it's like some of you aren't willing to let it go. Okay. It's a past situation that you aren't being truthful about, which makes you very defensive in this current energy. Spirit again is saying you have to move forward and you have to let go. You have to focus on your inner power, which has to do with being courageous. Okay. It has to do with just taking the support that's here from you, from your angels, from maybe other people that's in your life. Forgiving, letting go of the past, which means you have to clear your heart and mind. That you have to clear your heart and mind through forgiveness. It's something you haven't forgiven. It's something you're still angry or upset about, whether it's with yourself or another person. It's talking about fear. Is you having a fear of the unknown. You not knowing what to expect. Because a lot of you are like stuck in your habits or how things used to be. And this is a time now where they want you to explore, like a deep exploration, like within yourself. So you can heal and forgive some things in your life and you can transform. Because they feel like they're saying right now, this is scary to you because it feels like unfamiliar territory. So that's what makes you nervous. That's why you have to have the courage and the faith to move on. Trust that, things will work out better moving forward. Okay. You have to do this now, is what Spirit is saying. Don't put it off any longer. You guys procrastinated long enough, and you have to have the courage at this time to listen to your intuition. Is guiding your soul on what the next steps should be. So listening to music is going to help you tap in and tune in more to your intuition. It also gives messages to you. Okay. But you have to be determined. You have to be patient and know that whatever's coming is going to lead to a better outcome than what currently is. But what they're saying is you guys lack the motivation to do what it is that you need to do. You guys lack the motivation. And mostly this is from like healing from heartbreak or freeing yourself of toxic relationships, or for some of you, addictions that you may have, drugs, alcohol, people, to whatever. They're saying that because you are not focused on healing your heart, it's taking you out, it's taking you off track, is what Spirit is saying. This is not where you're supposed to be right now in your life. You held in this position for too long, is what they're saying. They want you to be more welcoming to newness in your life, new love. It's a person who really is the one for you, but you guys haven't opened up your heart to this person because of not focusing on healing and focusing on things that went wrong, or just trying to hold on to the past, is what they're saying. This is a union that was spiritually guided, like you were spiritually led to this person, but it's like you're not taking the opportunity, is what they're saying. Now let's see the aspects of what's going on. Okay. Okay, you got the King of Wands reverse, the Hierophant reverse, and the Six of Wands. All right, so what they're saying is, again, King of Wands is like fire, taking action, or being happy. Doing what you gotta do is reverse. It's like you guys are just not in that place. You're not elevating. Hierophant reverse. In this particular situation, it means like not taking the steps to go higher in your life, to move to the next best thing. You guys are stagnant. You're not doing this. That's what's preventing you from having a more happy life, a more victorious life. That's the Six of Wands right there. This internal conflict is basically blocking your growth and your progress that you could be making. And it's like you guys aren't taking an opportunity that's presented for you. There's opportunity here in terms of love for some of you, that you aren't taking the opportunity to, really step into it the way you should be stepping into it. The Spirit is saying for you to wake up, okay? They need you to realize the situation is safe. For some of you, it's talk of a new career coming in for you. Some of you are having hard times coming to terms with like getting older, and it's talking about aging gracefully, because even though you get older, you become like, you can become more, like they call like becoming fine, like age like a fine wine. But I don't think you're viewing it that way. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you're losing a part of yourself, or you try to keep some part of yourself alive because, you're getting older. But older is not a good thing. It's like a rites of passage to the next phase in your life. It's like you're more aware. You learned a lot of lessons, if you actually learned the lessons. And now you can move to a better life, a smoother life ahead. Approaching it in a way like that will make you feel more abundant, more happy with where you're at. But I feel like you guys aren't approaching that way. You're looking at it like you're losing out because you're aging, and I don't want to, I'm trying to hold on to my younger life, or when I was player when I did all these things as King of Wands. But what they're saying is this attitude that you have is not true to who you are. It's not true to your nature. Okay. And I don't think you guys feel comfortable in this energy, but it's like you're staying here. And when you're staying here, it's blocking you in a lot of ways, not just like in terms of a love commitment, maybe, but in terms of maybe a career or financial, like abundance, money coming into you. You're blocked because it's like you're going against what's naturally supposed to occur, is what Spirit is saying. Okay. When I look at what's testing the situation, you guys have the Five of Pentacles reverse and the Three of Cups. So they're wanting you to release this grief, release this sadness, to forgive the people that needs to be forgiven, whether it's yourself or other people, so that you can move towards something and be happy in your life. Okay. That's what they're saying. But the problem is, you guys, I don't know, it's like you don't believe in yourself, or you're not trusting the process. Like your faith is not there. Your faith is kind of hindered right now, and that's preventing you from being happy. This is a Sun card reverse. Okay. You need to have faith, and you need to be able to take action towards your next best life. They need you to move forward. You guys, again, you're at that portal, like you're not moving through the portal. You're just kind of looking at everything and just, I don't know, you're just not sure about things. But the main lesson here, the main thing they're telling me is like having the courage to do the inner work, to forgive yourself, having the courage to take the next step to move forward. And this is the process of spiritual growth. You guys can just focus on your spirituality to heal, and so that you can elevate to the next level. So, and then break yourself free from the chains that's tying you down, that's preventing you from moving forward to your next best thing. Once you can break free of this by having courage and practicing forgiveness, God, help me to release this person situation. Forgive me for, what I did. I'm sorry. And I release. You know what I'm saying? It's just a forgiveness process that you guys need to go through, whether it's for yourself, other people, like that type of thing. And that's growing spiritually. And then once you do that, you're going to see things change around. You're going to see your miracle healing. Now, this is only going to occur if you release this cycle that you guys haven't released. You got the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. It's a heavy cycle that's really ended. That was very painful for you. It continues to be painful for you because you guys are still tied to it emotionally. But they need you guys to release it. Release the burden from the situation. It's the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So it's like you guys are stuck holding on to old baggage, and you guys have completed the cycle, but you stand in that energy. You stand in the pain. Is what Spirit is saying. So for some of you, you have to do some grief work because, maybe about someone who's passed away that you haven't released, or you still holding on to, or you have guilt about the situation, about your partner's situation. So it's like some emotions that you're healing from, is what Spirit is saying. Just so you know, this is blocking your financial flow. Your emotions are blocking your financial flow, because when you're blocked in one area, you're blocked in other areas. So if you blocked because, your heart was broken and you never got over something, it's going to block you in other areas, because it block your heart chakra. So if you block right here, this is the area you need to work on, your heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? From here up, you're not connected with Source, you're not connected with God, because you stand in this pain, you're not healing. And here down, you're not connecting with the sacral and the solar plexus and the root chakra. You're not feeling stable. That's the root chakra. You're not feeling happy. You're not feeling secure. You're not feeling like you don't have courage, because you have to heal your heart. This is forgiveness. You have to release situations. Ask God to forgive you. Forgive yourself, because you did nothing wrong. You did the best you could in a situation when you were in it. Now, what they're also saying is, where's my other cards right here? A lot of this is in terms of a love situation that you have to release or let go of. You're still holding on to, and that's what's blocking your abundance. Like that's what's preventing you from having this Ace of Cups. This is reverse. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't taken the action, or you haven't done the work to heal from whatever it was that upset you in the past, whether it's a loved one, like a child, or someone that passed away, a relationship that ended that, maybe the one to end. You're still holding on to that. So you're like stuck in this transition phase, the death card. You haven't released the person. And for others of you, it really is someone who passed away that you're still holding on to, and you're still hurt by the situation. So ask God to help to heal your heart. Calling your angels and spirit guides to help you through this process is what the cards are saying. Okay. Now let's look at the outcome based on the current situation. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me just look at all this. All right. So you have the Emperor reverse. So it's representing you not taking action. It's like they need you to be more courageous and take action. The Emperor organizes and structures things to try to have an end goal as far as what they want. They want you to make a plan about your future. Right now, that's up in the air. You guys aren't thinking plan. You're just stuck in the energy of like sorrow, regret, hurt, pain. So you can't even make a decision to move forward, because you have to heal first. So what they're encouraging you to do is take that time to go within yourself to kind of heal, meditate, pray. Get on your knees, lay in the bed, take a walk outside, listen to music, talk to God, release, cut those cords, the cords that needs to be cut, because there's a lot of situations that's affecting you from being happy. Okay. You got a lot of negative ties, codependent ties, or just like this energy of, feeling chained to a situation when you need to release and let it go. Okay. Because they want you to go down a new path right now, the Two of Wands. They want you to do something different at this time, because what they're saying is you have to look within yourself. You have to do spiritual work in order to feel different, to feel better, to feel happy. A person can't make you happy. Okay. A situation can't make you happy. It has to be something within you that you look at, identify what it is, work on that thing so you can make change, do something different. Okay. And that's what they want you to do. And if you can't do it on your own, you need to seek help by a counselor, a therapist, a support group. You need to join into some type of group. That's why you have the You're Not Alone card, because you guys are isolating yourself, but you're not handling the situation well on your own is what they're saying. You got to connect with some type of community to help you get past this. Now, this doesn't have to be physical, it don't have to be a support group, like a physical support group you go to. It can be connected with your angels and your spirit guides and asking for support and guidance from God. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that you have to do for yourself in order for you to move to a different place in your life. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. Okay, so I'm gonna ask for some advice messages for Scorpio as we close this reading out. Thank you, Spirit, for this message for Scorpio. Hope this resonated. If it did, hit the thumbs up button. Let me know by leaving a comment. If you want something more personalized, email me at chantelharris30@gmail.com. That's in my description box below. Okay. All right. So what they're saying, this is a process of growth for you, okay? And during this process of growth, you have to have compassion for yourself, which means you have to heal your heart. You see that green, that emerald green color? That's the color of the heart chakra that rotates right here. You know what I'm saying? They need you to have compassion for yourself in order for you to grow, okay? They're also saying they want you to focus on everything working out the way it should working out in a positive way. They want you to focus on happiness and having a good time. They're saying that your thoughts are kind of negative, and this is what's affecting you. This is what's making you nervous about moving forward. Okay, so for some of you, you might have to reach out for support to like a therapist, a counselor, a support group, maybe grief counselor for some of you. Okay, but they also want you to follow your intuition. Okay, and that's what's going to lead you to peace, because you're going to pay attention to what your angels and spirit guides are telling you, what your higher self is saying about what the next steps are. And that's when you're going to get on the right track. Okay, that's when you're going to get on the right track, and you're going to be on the path to where you're supposed to be. Because right now there's an opportunity here for you, but you're stuck in your own grief, your own sorrow, your own unforgiveness, and it makes you not able to plan. You're blocked in every area. Your finances are blocked. Your love life is blocked. Some of you that get the sensuality card, your sex life is blocked. It's because you haven't healed your heart. So everything from up here, so your throat chakra, you're not communicating well. Your third eye, you're not in touch with your intuition, and your crown chakra, you cutting God off. Okay, and down here, your root, sacral, and solar. So the root is your security. Probably get these two mixed up. The sacral has to do with your confidence, and your solar has to do with your happiness. You're blocked off. If your heart isn't healed, you're blocked from here and there. So it's something you have to work on. You have to do the grief work. A lot of you go to a counselor. You might not can go now, but you can do the Zoom virtual meetings with a counselor, get into a support group, go on Facebook, find support groups that kind of fits what you're needing support for. Okay. And then once that's done, that's when everything will start to open up for you, and you'll start seeing more positive outcomes in your life. So the advice, what they're saying, you need to detox yourself. So healing your heart, detox. Some of you actually need to detox, like if you're abusing substances or you get some addictions, they need you to release. So some of you need to be a rehabilitation place you need to go to. Some of you are affected by family harmony. So maybe somebody passed away, or maybe you just not having a good relationship with family members. You need to work on that. So maybe going to get family counseling. Once you do those things, you're going to be able to rise above your problems. But a lot of you just are blocked right now. You have to work on this. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to move to a different level once you do this, okay? You'll be able to engage with the romantic partner that you want. You'll have more laughter in your life. You'll be able to see things differently. You'll see things, more like rose-colored glasses, things being more optimistic and happier, okay? That's what they're saying. All right, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope it resonated. Let me know. Light and love.